What's going on, guys? It's your host Spartanic Arts DxD back with another high school DxD / Naruto video. And today, folks, we have what if Naruto was in high school DxD. So for some context, Naruto is going to be fighting Kaguya, and when Kaguya was flipping them dimensions and stuff like that, Naruto will appear in the high school DxD world. And for the basis of this story, I'm also going to give Issei his balance breaker during the rating game of Riser versus Rias, because that's where it's going to be taking place. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so obviously, just like the story follows, Rias and Riser become into a disagreement because Rias Grimmery does not want to be married to Riser, or aka the House of Phoenix, to form a pure blood, if you know what I mean, because obviously she loves Issei, and she does not love Riser as she loves Issei. So obviously they come to a disagreement, and boom, the rating game starts up just like normal. Alright, well, this is where Naruto comes in. So let's say that Kaguya actually flipped Naruto into a completely different dimension or a completely different universe, leading him into the high school DxD in literally the middle of the rating game. So Naruto's going to appear in the rating game. Obviously, he's looking around. He doesn't really know what's going on. He's kind of confused, and he's kind of wondering to himself, why am I here, and where did she send me exactly? Naruto starts saying to himself, I can't believe I failed. I can't believe I did that. I cannot believe I got transferred to a completely different world than when I was. I completely failed you, Jiraiya. I cannot believe that. I got it. I have to get back as soon as possible and help Sasuke and Sakura. Rias and Riser immediately know what's going on. They're definitely shook because they feel this power level on the stage and they're like, who is this guy? How is he so strong? We know he's a different... There's no way. You know what I mean? But eventually, they calm down because Rias is like, I got to focus on this rating game. Riser's like, there's no way I'm going to lose to Rias. I mean, I don't have a care in the world, but I definitely don't want to lose to Rias. I need to marry this chick. So again, they kind of completely ignore the situation because at this point, they're so focused on the game that they don't really see anything in front of them. But Naruto's at this point is at the middle of the field. And if anybody tries to fight with him, he's not in a very good mood, if you get what I'm saying. So pretty much they're both under the impression that it's the enemy, right? Like they have just some super strong guy on their team or some hidden weapon that they either weren't telling each other about or just hid it away. So that's basically what they're both thinking in their mindsets at this exact point. Obviously, Rias and Riser aren't the only people to notice that there's an extremely strong presence on the field. Dreg immediately says to Issei, whatever you do, avoid the middle. There's an extremely strong person there, and I'm not sure if he's on Riser's side or if he's just going to kill everyone in general. But either way, do not go to the middle. We can't handle this guy right now. I'm not even sure with my balance breaker I will be able to handle this man. Issei immediately replies and said, don't worry, Dreg, I'll go a completely different direction. We need to save our power for the end anyway. Now we're back to the middle of the rating game where Riser actually sent one of his strongest people into the middle of the rating game so that they could defeat the strongest power level, or as he thinks it's Rias's, strongest person, or probably somebody like Akeno or something like that to defeat the queen. Naruto senses somebody in the air, so he looks up in the air and he sees this weird woman figure flying in the air, and he says to himself, who is this person? How is she flying? And did Kaguya send her to kill me? Ubuluna says, I can't wait to kill Rias Grimmery's strongest slave so I can crush her hope. Naruto says, did Kaguya send you to kill me? Ubuluna says, shut up, boy, with your nonsense. I'm going to beat you to a pulp. And Naruto says, angered, I'll kill you and your master for doing this to me. Ubuluna says, you can try, boy. Naruto looks up at Ubuluna in anger and says, I'll kill you with one blow for what you did to me. And Ubuluna says, in your dreams, kid. Naruto says immediately, Shadow Clone Jutsu, and then says, Rasengan. And Ubuluna says, wait, what is that? And Naruto says, goodbye. And then, from the up top, from the rating game, it says, one of Riser's knights has been eliminated from the round. Naruto says to himself, why did she disappear? Whatever. And he keeps walking towards Riser's base. Rias was extremely surprised to be hearing this. She immediately thought in her head, who did that? Who just eliminated Riser's queens? In her head, of course, she was thinking, well, it must have been Akeno. She is the only person strong enough to be able to do that. Now we're back to Issei's part. Issei finally says, I can't believe Akeno took out Riser's strongest queen already. Like, that's pretty quick. And Koneko says, Issei, shut up, you stupid perv, stop dress-breaking girls, and get back to focusing on the fight. Issei says, you got it, Koneko, no problem. Akano now arrives at the location. Akano, who just took out Riser's queen? Because I literally just got here. As Akano looks around, she sees Naruto walking away, and she immediately says, "Hey, who are you?" Naruto says, "Another one of Kaguya's scumbags to come and fight me, huh?" Akano says, "Are you on Riser's side?" Naruto says, "Who is Riser, and are you trying to kill me?" Akano immediately replies back and says, "Don't play dumb with me, Riser's pawn." Naruto says, "I'm not in a good mood. Come near me, and I'll take you out with one blow." Akano sends lightning down on Naruto and says, "Don't worry, we'll see about that." Naruto dodges in one step, like he has Ultra Instinct. And Naruto immediately says, "Wind style, Rasen Shuriken." Naruto says, "Out of my way." And Akano says, "I can't move." And then the announcer goes, "One of Rias Grimmary's queens has been eliminated from the playing field." As Naruto started walking, he started thinking in his head, where exactly am I? I must be in a completely different universe. What is a pawn? What exactly was that lady saying? I have to find a way back to Sakura and Sasuke. I need to help them beat Kaguya. They can't do it without my help. And then Naruto finally runs into Riser. Naruto looks at Riser from a distance, and Riser says, "Hello, I see you took out my strongest piece." Naruto says, "Don't know what you're talking about." "Oh, you mean the goons that you sent after me?" Riser said, "Goons? No matter. I've come to end you myself." Naruto says, "I don't have time for this. Move aside or get hurt." Riser says, "Hush, boy. I'll show you the House of Phoenix's power." And Riser immediately rushes Naruto with a huge firestorm. Naruto says, "Sage mode." Naruto kicks Riser halfway across the arena, and his body lays there completely flat, and he completely disappears. And then the announcer says, "The rating game has ended." Now, as everything is crumbling around Naruto and the rating game is disappearing because the arena isn't actually real, he's like, what the heck is exactly going on here? And then he's finally greeted with Satan himself, aka Sir Zex, and Sir Zex says, "Hello, good sir." And that's where I'm going to end off part 1 for today. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. But I put a lot of effort into this, so hopefully it does super well. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. But one more thing before I go. Shout out to this channel member right here, Trospy. It's $4.99 a month. Thank you so much for becoming a channel member. I really, really appreciate it. I cannot tell you how much I love the support, guys. The channel is going hard right now. Hopefully we continue the success. And again, hope you guys like, comment, subscribe. Peace.